prayer. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Would you like to lead it?
Yeah. Just we can start with 1 minute silence and a small prayer. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
Thank you for that, Medha, ma'am. Can I ask you to tell us what that means, that prayer?
असतो माँ सद्गमय, अज्ञान से ज्ञान की तरफ ले चलो माँ. तमसो माँ ज्योतिर्गमय, अंधकार से प्रकाश की तरफ ले चलो. मृत्यु माँ अमृतम, mortality bring me to mortality to immortality, from darkness to light and from ignorance to knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay. That's
Yeah.
very lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us. And welcome, Medha, ma'am, to this small interaction interview about Bhaktiversity. So Bhaktiversity is a part of Sacredversities, which is also the part of the larger organization Ecoversity, which is a global community reimagining education to nurture human and ecological well-being. So since 2015, it has fostered diverse knowledge systems, intercultural dialogue, radical pedagogies, supporting communities and reclaiming their own learning. So from mainstreams to many streams, Sacredversities seeks to reclaim the sacred in learning, culture, and life, recognizing that modern materialism has severed our connection to the unseen. It offers space for those who hear the call of the sacred, the whisper of the myths, dreams, ancestral wisdom, the body's intuition, silence, symbol, and the unseen currents that weave us into the great mystery of existence. So, Sacredversity is an invitation to reimagine education as an initiatory path, I think, where learning is an embodiment, sacred experience that restores our relationship with life's mysteries. To practice, ritual, embodiment, bhakti, and other things, Sacredversities nurture spaces where the soul's longing is honored, I think. Um, yeah, so that is Sacredversities. I will ask you to share more about Bhaktiversities in a minute. I also wanted to introduce our viewers to you. So Medha, born in Muzaffarpur, Bihar, holds a bachelor's degree in science. She earned her PhD in Hindi literature from Jawaharlal Nehru University and completed a postgraduate diploma in Hindi journalism from the Indian Institute of Mass Communication in Delhi. And she also holds a master's degree in mass communication. She's worked as a journalist, as an editor in a couple of magazines. She's also the course director for Hindi journalism in Shri Aurobindo Center for Arts and Communication, New Delhi. Um, and she also initiated the Indian Children's Literature Workshop that has been a reviewer of children's literature for several reputed institutions. Um, some of her scripts written in NCRT
It's
has
enough.
received. Yeah, I
I
just
think.
wanted to. Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. I'll just share with our viewers a little bit about what your background is. Yeah, just some of her written scripts in NCRT have received national awards. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And she's the founder of Bhaktiversity, which is what we're here to talk about today. Um, and Bhaktiversity is engaged in research and work on Bhakti and Sufism, the two India's two largest spiritual and social movements. Um, and I think further more about Bhaktiversity, I will ask her to share. Thank you for being here today, ma'am. Um, Yeah, so I thought we will start with like a few basic questions for our viewers about Bhakti. And the next few questions, let's try and make it like a short, brief answers. If you can just say in a few words, what is Bhakti? Uh, Help us understand the word.
Okay. In my view, bhakti is unconditional love for divine and process of inner transformation through love for divine.
Okay, if someone has not come across the term divine, how would you describe it to them?
Divine. Yeah. Anything sacred to you,
Mhm.
uh, like uh, I can say that ki one who embodied unconditional love,
Yeah,
one
unconditional love, something that's
and
sacred to
yeah,
us.
and of course embodied Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Would you like to say more about that?
Satyam Shivam Sundaram is like it's a live truthfully. In practical terms, it's a very, very vast meaning this term
Mm-hmm.
has. But in practical term, we can say live truthfully, love purely, and be in service and see beauty in everything. It's a very general and very everyday kind of meaning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for translating that to us. Um, can you maybe say you did say tell us what bhakti is in your understanding? Maybe can you capture the spirit of bhakti in 3 words?
Yeah. Surrender,
Mm.
Sumiran, that is remembrance, and service, that is seva. Active surrender, not passive surrender. It's not
Right.
like that everything God will do everything. I sit silently. No, it's an active surrender.
Active surrender. What do you think
Yes.
that involves? Being an active surrender.
Active surrender means you do your work, but offer all your work to the divine, and
Mm.
don't, as Gita says, don't think about the result.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's one way of looking at surrender. Thank you, ma'am. Um, would you say bhakti is a practice, a feeling, or a way of life?
It's a way of life. When you long for, feel love and longing for the divine, a strong desire for divine, then it becomes your way of life. It's not, I cannot say practice because uh, when a mother um, bear a child to since morning to night, she's doing a lot of things, raising their child. They never say, ki, I practice
Mhm.
compassion or love to my child. It is
Yeah,
way of life for her. Na? It's a love. So it's not, in my opinion, it's not practice. Practice is something you have to do, but way of life is like it's a very natural to you. Love is very natural. It's not you cannot put effort in that, na? But in practice you have to do something. You have to put effort on that.
makes sense, ma'am. That's beautiful. Would you say bhakti is different from having faith or belief?
Yeah, bhakti is very intimate, emotional, personal connection with divine.
Mm.
But faith is like some kind of okay. It's like mm, I have not. It's a general kind of trust to something, to divine in a idea or in a teaching. But bhakti is a very intimate personal relationship, and
Yeah.
belief has no trust, no emotional connection or surrender. It's like a okay, there is something I don't put trust in that, faith in that, not emotional connection or intimacy, but I can believe in that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, but bhakti is just having that love and
yeah,
having that
love,
connection and
very
way of life.
intimate, intimate connection. Every bhakta has a very different connection to divine. It's very personal, uh, like not every lover is same,
Mm.
and the relationship with your lover is not every lover couple has not same relationship like that. Okay, every bhakta has different kind of emotions, feelings. The core is same, but the expression and the connection is really, really very, very unique, general, and but also very unique.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'm wondering if bhakti can exist without religion.
uh how can, yeah, in a way you can say, but the in general term, religion, not in very, very particular term, but religion is needed in a way. I can say that Sagun Bhakti is, needs religion. Like you Sagun Bhakti means the Bhakti which which anchor with the form of any deity and
Deity.
divine. है
Mm.
ना? But in Nirgun Bhakti, there is no deity, not divine, any form. Like Kabir Ram is formless Ram, but Tulsidas Ram is son of Dasrath. So
Mm.
son of Dasrath is like Sagun Bhakti, and Nirgun Kabir Ram is in Nirgun Bhakti, formless Bhakti. So they never advocated, Nirgun Bhaktas never advocated any religion,
Mm.
but Sagun Bhakti needs religion. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Um, what is the role of the body in bhakti? It sounds like a mental exercise. I wonder how will you bring in the body or how is embodiment done?
Actually, body is instrument of any path, sadhana path, jnana, and karma and bhakti also. See, bhakti is not about only thinking about divine and emotional connection. You have to manifest it in everyday life. Like if you are doing this, like Kabir always says, खाऊं सो खाऊं पीऊं सो सेवा and chalu फिरूं सो परिक्रमा. Like means ki when you are in devotion, every act, your every act is like bhakti, devotion. It's a worshipping of God. If you are eating something, if you are talking to someone, everything is a pure bhakta, a real bhakta offers everything thing to the divine. And through this human body only we can transform ourselves and realize the greater truth, or we can say self-realization. So body is very important. All the bhaktas said it ki body is temple. Human body is temple. Just treat it like temple, because like when in temple there is a god, idol of God, like that. Inside you, the divine resides. So treat your body like temple. So body is
Yeah,
very, very great role in bhakti.
yeah, it plays an integral part in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe you can, let's say someone is curious about bhakti, let's say
Okay.
from this video. Can you
Hmm.
recommend like one practice that they can start with?
Of course, if you are still till today, you are not included any God or divine idea of divine in your life. Just include that God in your life, divine in your life. Like, of course, you cannot. Perhaps you can initially you cannot give the priority to that relationship, but yeah, think about the last relationship, but include that divine into your life and start talking to uh, him like your friend, your lover, and give divine the place of Lord in your life. That
Yeah,
will help
just
you
open
very
up a conversation with the divine, like
much.
invite
Yes.
it in basically.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, but it's always present though. Uh, yeah, just acknowledging and opening a conversation is what you're recommending. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you. Maybe we can now, that's just some initial questions I wanted to ask to clarify some things about Bhakti. Or maybe we can end this series of questions with, can you share like one Bhakti poem or a saint, about a saint that has always moved you? Something that really moves you or something that you is coming to you right now?
yeah. There is a female saint from Kashmir, Laldev, and her life is very, very inspiring and uh, giving hope and strength and courage to me all the time. I can
Mm.
read her poems are said Bak in Bak mane meaning Vani, na? Uh, in Kashmiri language. So I just want to, if you permit, I can sing or I can,
Yeah, please sing,
but
ma'am. That's, yeah.
I'm not a singer. I'm a bhakta,
Mm.
so I don't know anything about music. But I just try to uh, sing very badly two or three barks and poems of uh, Lal Ded. Hmm?
Sure. That's the practice of bhakti, no? To
Yeah,
sing from the heart. It
yeah,
doesn't matter
yeah,
if
yeah,
there is like, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Please do.
धरती गगन दिन रात पवन धरती गगन दिन रात पवन अर्ध पुष्पम चंदन पानी जेतु सब में सब है तुझ में तो क्या तुझको दूं जे तू सब में सब है तुझ में तो क्या तुझको दूं चाहे लोग हंसे या बोल कसे चाहे लोग हंसे या बोल कसे घट अंतस भेद न होई जो मैं जानू साचो भक्ति जो मैं जानू साचो भक्ति मन दर्पण मैल न होई मन दर्पण मैल न होई. Meaning is that everything belongs to you. The day, the night, the sky, the earth. So, what can I offer to you? You are residing in everyone, and everyone resides in you. So, what can I offer you? Everything belongs to you. So, I cannot offer anything to you. And second is, bhakti is about purification. It's like when we clean our mirror of heart, purify our mirror or our heart. That is the beginning of real bhakti. जो मैं जानू साचो भक्ति मन. There is no otherness, no impurity in thinking, doing, and feeling. That is true bhakti, according to Laldev.
That's beautiful, ma'am. I'm wondering if can you tell us a little bit about offering to the divine? What is your thoughts on that? She is saying there's nothing we can offer to the divine. I'm wondering, but is there a role for making offerings?
Yeah, you offer everything. You can offer everything what you do. We are just talking. We can offer this talk to this conversation, this dialogue to divine. Of course, we can offer everything thing to the divine, like our impurities and our qualities, our weakness. Everything we can offer, and that is the real offering. The love, the every act, every and the real offering is that you cannot put anything for yourself. Just offer everything to the relationships, the success and success. You can offer everything to the divine, and that is the real bhakti.
Yeah, that's a nice way to say it. Thank you, ma'am. I wanted to ask a little bit about how excuse me. Yeah, how did the idea of Bhaktiversity take shape in your personal life, and what kind of experiences and from your past guided you towards it?
Actually, of course, it's beautiful question. Question is the same all the time, but the answer always changes according to my current, where I am currently in my journey.
Hmm.
Actually, it's a, it's a like a neti kind of thing. Uh, this is not, this is not, this is not. I'm searching since very long. My swadharma and very deep quest for truth, for longing for love, unconditional pure love. That that search bring me here, because I tried everything in my life, like academics and journalism, alternative politics, many things. But I just now I cannot relate with all that identities. But because all that identities, I am here today. So it's like a neti, and the seeds of bhakti was I can say my grandma, my dadi showed me in that seeds of bhakti through stories and bhajan in my childhood. And when I didn't get answer anywhere, uh, then finally I came to the when I was disappointed. I disappointed by everything in my life. Then it started blooming, germinating and blooming, the seed of bhakti.
That's beautiful, ma'am.
That's
And I
why
love.
that's why I'm really today I'm really grateful for everything that was beautiful and that was ugly in my life, because everything now I can see everything is very शुभ. सब बहुत सुंदर है, सब बहुत शुभ है. जो कुछ भी हुआ, जो भी लोग थे, सब उन सब के लिए इतना गहरा प्यार है, इतना गहरा ग्रैटिट्यूड है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली आई रिच्ड हियर. मे बी दिस लाइफ ऑल्सो, ऐसा हो सकता था कि ये लाइफ भी बिल्कुल बेकार चला जाता, पर because of them, I'm here only. So grateful to
Hmm.
all the being.
Everything that has
Yeah,
happened has led up to this
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So, yeah. Can you share a little bit about the work of Bhaktiversity? What does that involve? What do you do as part of that?
It started very organically. We named that process co-creation. I was just started it with my college students. I was always thinking ki the systemic education is not very not complete for live a beautiful blissful life. And my quest was as a teacher, as an academician, my quest was that also. How can I bring uh, some core values, the element of love in my pedagogy, and how can I uh, be a light for them in their journey? So I started working on, because my work, I was my whole academic work is focused on women. It's a kind of women studies. My PhD, MPhil, all that. So we started. Sorry. We started. Hello. Yeah. It's called. So we started working on female saints, and it's a like we started focusing on one saints and studying about their life, just पिक्चर देख रहे हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट्री देख रहे हैं, उनकी पोएट्री पे खूब सारी बातें कर रहे हैं. वी आर जस्ट डिस्कसिंग एंड it's a kind of workshop writing script for them. And in that process only, uh, very silently, very in a subtle way, uh, just we were working together on each other's uh, challenges. Like I remember one of my student was uh, very self-hatred person. She thought that she has no qualities, self-hatred, and I was just observing her, and silently I did nothing especially to bring them to self-love and anything. Just in the process of that workshops and being with these female saints, she grown up as the best actress of our theater group. And now she has completely changed. She loved herself very much. Uh, these are the stories, like we just started integrating the education, outer, inner, with the life stories and wisdom and poetry of these female saints. And these are the main process. And after these workshops and discussions and all that, we performed in 2019, 20, and online also. Just do the we perform as a 2-hour program, storytelling, theater, lecture, and music. So all combination of that. There is two formats are there. One is like in 2 hours we do 6 and 7 female saints with brief story, one story of her life, their life, and one song of their life, and one play of any one female saints. And the another format is like we focus on only one female saint, 2 hours with their life stories, the whole life stories, and many poems and songs. Uh, that is the format, and the but basic focus is on through that. These are byproduct only. Through that we can transform ourselves. Whoever is in journey with Bhaktiversity.
Yeah, through their poems, through their
Lives.
knowledge and transmissions, we transform
Yeah.
as well. And it's a subtle thing that happens, which has a lasting effect, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you have spent a lot of time working with the saint poetess. So the woman in Bhakti. Uh,
Yeah.
how is it different when Bhakti is practiced by women? What do women poets share teach us different about devotion, desire, and freedom?
Yeah. Uh, Actually, one thing I just want to say ki, uh, as a journey of living the identity of woman also, okay, as a woman. But we start with our womanhood and the identity of woman. The difference between female saints and male saints life is like I observe that ki, uh, it's like for male, it is not necessary to live your family life for being a saint or being a sadhak. But mostly family supports you. You know, when Nanak went to the Udasi, all the travels, uh, his wife uh, took care of all the responsibilities of Nanak. Yeah, of course, Buddha left Yashodhara because of their choice, his choice only. Uh, Kabir has very good partner. There are lots of a story how his wife helped him his sadhana. Raidas, Namdev, everyone mostly they are grihastha. They had their family life. But when we see female saints, they all left their life, their family life because of there is no support. There was no support for them. So it's a very for females and it's very lonely path also. Till then, when they transcendent themselves beyond body and identity of women, uh, that there is no point of being women or men when they achieved the truth, the self-realization, the divine. But before that, it's very lonely path. You have to uh, face the all the social and family. What can I say? The pet. I just don't want to say patriarchy, but yeah, it's a whatever the system of family, patriarchal or what family and society, you have to face that and you have to fight that initial. First of all, you have to fight that. Theories, the Buddha's nuns also said did that in that time, Buddha's time, and Meera also did that. Laldet also did that. Akka Mahadevi, everyone did that. Uh, so for them, it's a path of yeah. But the good thing is that as a woman, we have already, you know that why it happens because महिला जो है हिंदी में बोल सकती हूँ कि महिला का जो है ना सरेंडर का भाव स्वतः है उसके अंदर इट्स अ वेरी नेचुरल टू हर तो व्हेन एक पुरुष कर रहा है साधना तो वो बिकॉज सी इज इन सरेंडर मोड सी हेल्प्स अ लॉट ना एंड वो उसकी साधना में अपने को लगा देती है और उसी से अचीव कर लेती है वो भी लेकिन पुरुष के लिए सरेंडर इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट दैट्स वाई अगर कोई औरत साधना में आती है तो उसके लिए ये साधना ज्ञान भक्ति this is the domain of in a way this is the domain of knowledge bhakti and religion it's a domain of men in a traditional sense so for men it's very hard to accept that कि मेरी पत्नी जो है वो ऐसे ऐसे पहुंच रही है वहां पहुंच रही है इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट बट सेम टाइम महिलाओं के लिए खुशखबरी ये भी है कि बहुत कुछ उनको सहज प्राप्त होता है जिसको बस ऐसे थोड़ा सा परत हटानी होती है ना जस्ट क्लीन लिटिल बिट एंड एवरीथिंग फ्लरिश एज ए भक्ता बट फॉर दैट पुरुष हैज टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क on themselves. So it's a good thing also. And I can say that when you follow the path of bhakti and love, uh, after initially you have to struggle a lot as a woman, but after that you flourish like anything. You don't need that than anyone.
Yeah, because it's natural to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. Um, yeah, I think women broke a lot of social religious norms to pursue the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I wonder,
Mhm.
so the Bhakti path, the Bhakti movement, what kind of learning does it invite? How is it different from formal education or even religious instruction for that matter? How is Bhakti different, the learning in Bhakti different from these two things?
Yeah. Bhakti, I can say that bhakti is about egolessness. कबीर कहते हैं कि ये घर है प्रेम का घर है ये खाला का घर नहीं उतारी भूई धरी तब घर माही आई दैट मीन्स सीज द हेड the ego you have to left the ego outside then you can come to enter the room of bhakti the house
Yeah,
of bhakti or love. Love and bhakti is same. Love is like for any worldly person, but love is more difficult than bhakti. I can say that because divine is like divine, but a person is like a person with all the weaknesses and egos and all that. So bhakti is about egolessness, surrender, purity, compassion, forgiveness, oneness, and service. And what today's education do boost the ego, otherness, selfishness, self-centeredness through competition and other things, and they give you the sense of pride by outer things, not by virtues. So this is the it's a I can say that there is a two faces of maya, है ना. The world is called maya na. एक विद्या माया एक अविद्या माया. So I can say that education teaches us avidya maya that brings pain and suffering and chaos in life. Through you can see that we all witness in our life, but bhakti brings vidya maya in your life. That is what? That is wisdom, devotion, surrender, truthfulness, purity that brings bliss in your life. So that is the difference in bhakti and education. Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. And true religion is actually the in core, all the religion are same and very, very sacred and pure. But I think you mean here you mean religion as a sect. Sect is
yeah,
always a sect is always very very narrowing your narrow your consciousness, not narrow down your consciousness, vision, curtail your spiritual freedom also, and put fear in you also. Many times कहते हैं ना किसी किसी सेक्ट में जाओगे अरे ये इनकी बात अगर गुरु जी का ले लिया शिक्षा तो कहीं और नहीं जा सकते है ना. और ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा है ना. इस भगवान का नाम लिया तो उसका नहीं ले सकते. तो दिस इज रियली रियली अगेंस्ट भक्ति एंड इट्स अगेंस्ट रिलीजन ऑल्सो. No religion behaves say no religious teaching is like that in their pure essence. So this is the difference between three of education and bhakti and religion. Sect, I can say sect.
yeah. Modern, the way religion is practiced is very far away from the actual teachings.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Um, so, Bhakti is slightly different from religious instruction, and I'm wondering if
Actually,
Bhakti
I
can
can say
be.
because
Hmm,
I can say that bhakti is it's like a love.
Hmm.
If you love someone, there is no grammar and doctrine for how you love your partner, lover, and beloved or lover. You can be creative and be very very imaginary. For that you cannot you cannot read a book and love your love your beloved like that only. It's
Yeah,
come
there can
from
be
within. It's
instructions.
very natural. We don't need any kind of instructions, doctrine, knowledge for love. It's very very intuitive.
Hmm.
It's come from pure heart. Love is you are loving some human being, and God is just loving. Bhakti is like just loving God. There is no difference in a way. But yeah, the path of love is more challenging than path of bhakti.
How are you differentiating between that?
Love is if you love some human being,
Mm.
and divine is uh, if you love someone, the love brings the weakness and the strength, the beauty and the ugliness, everything within that person and you. And if you bring in that love, if you bring divine between, the divine will help you. That's why I say ki, if you want to follow the path of bhakti also, or you want to achieve the intimacy with divine also, you can love someone unconditionally, purely, unconditionally. But it is very difficult path, because we are also human being, and whom you are loving is also human being, and the society and the structure and the system all makes it very 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 vulnerable, very very challenging. But divine is, if you love divine, we कहते हैं उसमें कि अगर आप ईश्वर की तरफ एक कदम चलते हैं तो वो आपकी तरफ चार कदम चलता है ना. तो
Mm.
एक्चुअली इसीलिए कहते हैं कि यू कैन नॉट फाइंड लव एनीवेयर एक्सेप्ट डिवाइन. द प्योर लव यू कैन नॉट फाइंड. बट वो होता है ना कि हम दिल टूटता है टूटता है टूटता है टूटता है, टूटते टूटते फिर जाके डिवाइन के अंदर वो समाहित हो जाता है ना. तो दैट्स दिस इज द डिफरेंस. If
Yeah.
you love the divine unconditionally, divine will also love you unconditionally. But it is not necessary. If you love some human being unconditionally, you will get back. So you can understand then. But love is also very pure path. You can all the legendary love stories are the stories of achieving divine through love. I believe that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Very, yeah, very clear. Thank you for sharing that. Um, I'm wondering, can bhakti be political? Um, I wonder how the role of bhakti, what the role of bhakti is in the struggles that we have for justice, ecology,
Mm.
freedom from systemic, uh,
Mm.
this sort of dabaw that we have.
Uh, Bhakti is actually, if if we all bring some element of bhakti in our life, then these all problems naturally resolve. Like in bhakti, we can say, तो कहते हैं सबे भूमि गोपाल की, the all the land belongs to God, है ना. If we believe that सबे भूमि गोपाल की, then आप you cannot own any land, anything, है ना. So if we practice these kind of beliefs, these kind of virtues since childhood, then there is no question of conflict. And then we don't need that kind of politics. What kind of politics we need? The politics of protest. We can, I can see that key politics. maybe a politics of love also. The pedagogy of politics should be love, but it is not happening because the whole world is in the avidya maya, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार. And in our upbringing, in our teaching, education, nobody is talking about these real kind of knowledge, these real kind of education. And you know that ki the whole, nobody is happy. The every आप देखो तो हर तरह की समस्या बढ़ती जा रही है. आप कह रहे हो इन्वायरमेंटल का क्राइसिस है, एंड गैर बराबरी तो बढ़ती ही जा रही है, और हर तरह की हिंसा बढ़ती जा रही है. तो लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि इसको हम पॉलिटिक्स से सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. और मैं ये तब कह रही हूँ जब मैंने काफी लंबा समय पॉलिटिक्स में बिताया है, बहुत निकट से ऑल्टरनेटिव पॉलिटिक्स को भी देखा है एंड इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स को भी देखा है. जब मैं इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स में साथ आई थी तो मुझे ये लगा था कि मैं उस यूटोपिया में जी रही थी कि मुझे स्पिरिचुअलिटी का और पॉलिटिक्स का मैरिज करवाना है. दोनों के बीच जो डिस्कनेक्शन है उससे सोशल चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, सोशल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं हो रहा. बट इट वाज माय इल्यूजन. एंड सो सो हमें अभी फोकस करना है कि पॉलिटिक्स इज लाइक नेचर. अभी जो नेचर है पॉलिटिक्स का वो सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम का नहीं है ना. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इन देयर अगली शेप. सो इट्स बेस्ड ऑन ईगो, इट्स बेस्ड ऑन लालच पे आधारित है, ईगो पे आधारित है, आइडेंटिटी पे आधारित है. तो पॉलिटिक्स से तो कल्याण नहीं हो सकता है. और भक्ति को पॉलिटिक्स में आप ऐसे ही कहो ना कि जैसे जहर और अमृत को मिलाने जैसी बात है. जहर और अमृत को कैसे मिला सकते हैं? नहीं जहर ट्रांसफॉर्म हो सकता है अमृत में, ये तो कुछ डिवाइन वो हो सकता है तो वो हो जाए. इसलिए हम क्यों ना अमृत का प्रसार करें, भक्ति का प्रसार करें. भक्ति इज नॉट लाइक you said send me the one question also, what is the myth of about bhakti. तो भक्ति is not idol worship. Bhakti is not like uh, it's an inactive thing, not escapist approach. It's real approach to be realize in a true potential to realize the true potential of human being, and through that we can change the society, transform the society, not through politics. We are seeing the whole history. You can see the whole history. What is the history of politics? So I don't believe in politics now. One time I was very, very good believer of through politics we can change. Because I saw the whole history is about कि पॉलिटिक्स में प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, और एक आदमी का ईगो है, एक आदमी की कमजोरी है जो पूरे मोमेंट की ईगो और कमजोरी बन जाती है, और सबका फेस, सबका ट्रस्ट टूट जाता है. तो मुझे लगता है कि भक्ति में आके आप जितने मतलब आप सोचो ना कि जो डिजायर का नेचर क्या होता है. पॉलिटिक्स इज अबाउट डिजायर. डिजायर का नेचर रामकृष्ण परमहंस ने बहुत सुंदर तरीके से कहा है कि ऊपर जो ईगल होता है, गिद्ध होता है, वो ऊपर जब ऊपर भी होता है ना, बहुत ऊंचा उड़ जाता है, तब भी नीचे देखता रहता है कि कहाँ मरी हुई कोई चीज है, कहाँ सड़ी हुई कोई चीज है जिसको मैं खा सकूं. तो डिजायर का नीड ऐसा ही, डिजायर का नेचर ऐसा ही हमेशा नीचे की ओर जाता है. तो जहां पे भी डिजायर होगा, इम्प्योरिटी होगा, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होगा, लोभ, लालच, हिंसा, सब कुछ होगा. तो उससे आप कैसे बदल सकते हो समाज को? इट्स फॉर मी इट्स इम्पॉसिबल. ओनली द बिकॉज द संत एंड साधकास आर जस्ट, उनका लाइफ तो है, it's a like complete life of like Gandhi is also Gandhi was also a saint, Vinoba Bhave was a saint. How they live the social and political life also, because they anchored in bhakti, they anchored in spirituality. Spirituality उनके लिए माध्यम नहीं था, मीन्स नहीं था,
way
साध्य
of
भी
life.
था, साधन भी था, वे ऑफ लाइफ भी था. मीन्स भी था और लक्ष्य भी था। उन्होंने स्पिरिचुअलिटी को इस्तेमाल नहीं किया, बल्कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी के हिसाब से अपने को बनाया। और आज की पॉलिटिक्स में आप जाओगे भक्ति लेके, भक्ति को तो इस्तेमाल करेंगे ना पॉलिटिक्स में। तो उसका जो एसेंस है ना, आजकल यू नो दैट कि कुछ सालों से भक्त शब्द और भक्ति शब्द कितना मतलब उसको डेरोगेट किया गया है, कि लोग मतलब इवन कि हाउ कैन आई से दैट, मैं इस पे 5 साल से बोल रही हूँ कि आई एम रिक्लेमिंग भक्ति बिकॉज कबीर दास वॉज भक्ति। तो आप किसी ह्यूमन बीइंग की भक्ति करने वाले को भक्त कैसे कह सकते हैं? भक्त तो वो है जो डिवाइन की भक्ति कर रहा है, या डिवाइन की वर्च्यूज की, अगर निराकार है कोई तो डिवाइन, जो डिवाइन की कल्पना, उसकी जो वर्च्यूज हैं उसकी भक्ति कर रहा है। अगर रैदास हैं, अगर कबीर है, नामदेव हैं, नानक हैं, वो लोग उसकी भक्ति कर रहे हैं, है ना? तो हाउ कैन यू कंपेयर दैट कि टू किसी भी, अगर मैं आपको मतलब बहुत प्रेम करने लगूं, आप पे सब कुछ न्यौछावर कर दूं, और वो भी किसी स्वार्थ के लिए करूं, और मैं, मुझे कहा जाए कि मैं, मेधा तो लक्ष्मी की भक्त है, तो इट्स इंसल्ट ऑफ भक्ति, भक्त एंड
The term Bhakt itself.
ऑल द सेंस। सो आई डोंट बिलीव कि पॉलिटिक्स कैन चेंज द, ट्रांसफॉर्म द सोसाइटी। आई डोंट बिलीव।
Yeah, message received. Thank you for sharing your perspective on that, ma'am. I want to take some more time of yours and ask two questions to finish this
Okay.
talk. One is, how can we introduce the spirit of Bhaktiversity or Bhakti in spaces like corporates or NGOs or government bodies?
या इसको एक्चुअली में क्या है ना कि सीधे सीधे भक्ति में नहीं जाने के, वी कैन स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉल प्रेयर्स। I nowadays I remember all my childhood things. I was in a convent school, है ना, and that convent school has very beautiful. They used to do every month a prayer meeting for all their classes. We used to make prayers, write small prayers for individual also and for the society also. Like in our area, every year say it was flood, so we used to write prayers for flood affected people, and it's a all faith meeting, all faith prayer meeting, and every month we learn two bhajans from all over the, लाइक मेरे बचपन में एक भजन बहुत सुंदर सिखाया गया कि हर देश में तू, हर भेष में तू, तेरा नाम अनेक तू एक ही है। जब मैं बड़ी हुई तो मुझे पता चला कि ये तुकरू जी महाराज का, इतने बड़े संत उनका है, तो वो भी सीड पड़ा। तो कहने का मतलब, मुझे उस समय नहीं पता था कि ये क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग। ऑल फेथ मीटिंग होती थी, वहां पे सभी धर्मों की पुस्तकें होती थी, सभी धर्मों की पुस्तकों से पढ़ा जाता था, बच्चे मीटिंग प्रेयर्स करते थे और भजन होता था 2-3। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि कॉरपोरेट हो या कोई भी ऐसा कोई किसी भी स्पेस में जो सेक्रेडनेस लाना है या भक्ति लाना है, तो स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉल प्रेयर्स, स्मॉल सर्विसेज, क्योंकि सेवा से प्योरिफिकेशन होता है। when you do something without any hidden or express agenda, then it purifies your heart, है ना? एंड जब हार्ट प्यूरिफाई होता है तो यू विल बी, मतलब आप थोड़ा और भगवान के पास, डिवाइन के नजदीक हो जाते हैं। तो प्रेयर, सर्विस, स्मॉल सत्संग्स विल मेक बिग डिफरेंसेस if we do continuously.
Yeah, it can have a lasting impact over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice idea, ma'am. Thank you. Um, I wanted to also ask if you have any tips for someone that wants to start their own sacred varsity. How could they go
Okay.
about it?
Actually, every being is sacred inside. So इट्स अ वेरी वेरी मतलब स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन फॉर एवरीवन, क्योंकि हर किसी की अपनी यूनिक जर्नी है, तो उसको अपने ही ढूंढना होगा कि उसका सेक्रेटनेस किस में है। कोई इन्वायरमेंट की तरफ इंक्लाइंड है तो उसको लगेगा कि अच्छा, मेरा मेरा जो व्रत है वो मैं एक दिन नहीं नहाऊं, है ना, आई कैन नॉट बेथ फॉर 1 day इन ए वीक, तो दैट मैं पानी रिजर्व करूंगा, तो वो भी एक उसके लिए सेक्रेडनेस है, पूजा है। अगर कोई बहुत कंपैशनेट है तो सोचेगा एक दिन मैं व्रत रखूंगा और उस दिन का भोजन मैं किसी और को दूंगा जो भूखा रहता है ना। अगर कोई बहुत जेनरस है तो वो सोचेगा कि अच्छा, इस बार बर्थडे पे मैं अपने लिए ड्रेस लेके नहीं, किसी भी प्यारी सी बच्ची को एक नया ड्रेस देती हूँ, है ना। that we have to find our sacredness, our ways of bhakti, our ways of sacredness, and it's always different from. And I have just give some example कि any क्या कर रहे हैं ये important नहीं है, कैसे कर रहे हैं, what is the intention, what is the emotions behind it. तो the life is about whether you are in bhakti or not, in different path. Life is about purification of yourself. Purification, and purification comes, purification can transform your life, and purification comes from the Nam Sumiran also. The in the path of on the path of bhakti, the form of God and name of God is very, very big support. If you can do that, it's very, very beautiful thing. कि अगर आप नाम ले सकते हैं, you can talk to the God. तो किसी को भी किसी का भी नाम, if you are निराकार, then you can take one virtue of God, like forgiveness or compassion or loving all, forgiving all. Bring one thing and start practicing that. Through that also you can achieve bhakti. If you are nirakar, just focus on virtue of God, virtue of God, and practice for 3 months. It's like you are for sakar one, like yes, मैं 3 महीने के लिए क्या करूंगा कि कृष्ण की पूजा करूंगा। इट्स लाइक दैट, बिल्कुल बराबर है कि मैं 3 महीने के लिए कंपैशन प्रैक्टिस करूंगा, या मैं 3 महीने के लिए फॉरगिवनेस प्रैक्टिस करूंगा ऑल द टाइम। This is equal to the going to the temple or chanting the name of one God. This is equal. I can say that.
Yeah, it could basically take any
Yeah,
attributes, any
yeah,
qualities
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
divine or a certain deity and work with that, and from there the path might just sort of become clearer for them
yeah,
on how
yeah,
to go about it. That's
yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your knowledge and understanding about these things. I've learned so much today.
Thank you for your beautiful questions. It's a long one. I was thinking कि ओ मेरे को भी assignment मिला है
Yeah.
कि मैं ही नहीं assignment दे सकती हूँ, मुझे भी कोई assignment दे सकता है।
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
nice talking to you. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Just,
Deep gratitude. Yeah.
yeah, thank you
For
so
asking
much.
something. Mom?
No, I wanted to see if Kalashi is here, if we should stop the
Yeah, I'm
recording
here.
once.
Should I stop it now?
Yeah,